guys, we're back with another episode of I Have No Idea What I'm Doing. And we have Sohrab. Okay, sorry.
Everyone gets it wrong.
We're going to literally redo that. Okay.
No, we're keeping that in.
It's so hard.
We're keeping that in.
Okay, fine. Cool, because like everyone says so hard, and I'm like, wait, I love that. But it's so Rob. Yeah. Like so Rob.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Love it.
Thank you.
So okay. So how did you start comedy? Like, what made you want to
First of all, what's
start?
your cat's name?
Well, my cat's names are Daisy and Grayling. What?
What's the cat's name?
Daisy.
Where's the other one?
Grayling. She's hiding.
Why? Is she racist?
A little bit.
You have a racist cat?
A little bit. I think so. Especially with men. She hates dudes.
So it's misandry. It's not necessarily racism.
Can't tell. Don't know.
Fates.
Oh my goodness. Wait, should we talk about how we know each other really fast?
I know, it's your podcast, dude. What was your first question?
Well, my first question was what like got you into comedy because you're
don't
so
even know
funny.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah, you are. It says comedian on the
probably
thing.
says something on the thing.
It's gonna say comedian.
That's not. How did I get into it? I was obsessed with it as a kid.
Oh.
And then I, like a little kid. And then when we first moved here, I got real obsessed. Comedy Central was big. We moved here from Iran in 1990, was it 7? So by the early 2000s, I was in middle school. And actually, elementary school is when I started watching Seinfeld. That was big for me.
Oh, Seinfeld's hilarious.
Yes, I'm a fan. And then I bought his book, and I was like in 3rd grade, and I memorized the book, and I was doing it at like reciting it at like talent shows and stuff.
You didn't get kicked off?
I mean, Seinfeld's whole thing is that he's clean.
That's true.
So there's really inherently nothing in there. And I have very specific memories of being in 2nd grade. And I think about this sometimes. I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and I was doing the talent show, and I had just recited some Seinfeld, and I was nailing it. Because he's got such a childish rhythm. The rhythm is so, not childish, the rhythm is so simple, and the punchlines are so telegraphed that a kid could do it, and that's a great thing. That sounds like an insult, but it's not.
Did you have like one of those little books, that like when they go up? Yeah, yeah.
I remember writing everything down in a notebook to memorize it in my childish handwriting, but I didn't bring anything with me.
I feel like whenever I go to a comedy show and I see them, and then if they ever get nervous and they like look, I get nervous for them.
I enjoy I go through different phases of comedy right now in my notebook era, because not a year ago, probably a few months ago, I was really into keeping everything loose and talking to the crowd, and not necessarily doing crowd work, but talking to them. There's a difference, I think, between crowd work, where you're picking people individually out and going like, what do you do for a living? Are you guys fucking? I hate that one. That's crowd work. What I was trying to do was more just involve them, just generally like be kind, we're all having fun. Let's just kind of talk about the absurdity of the room if we're in a weird place. So I was keeping everything very loose. I was trying to do 10 minutes of material in 30 minutes, which again sounds like it's going to be bad, but I was doing it. I was happy with the outcome, and then I got bored with that.
Really?
So then I started writing very like scientifically. Now all my materials, I think, much more well organized. Like, it's not loose. So I bring my notebook with me. And then I also, like, when you bring your notebook with you, if you're trying to write like that, you have like one word triggers that'll make you go into like tangents and stuff. Where if it's happening naturally, you can just kind of believe that it's going to happen. You go on stage being like, okay, I want to talk about religion, and then I want to transition to animals, and however I do it is how it happens.
And it just kind of naturally
happens. But now I'm doing this other thing where I'm like, no, when I say this word, we're going to transition to this other. It's much more, but I like it. I think in the end, what I want by the end of this year, I'm filming a special. By the end of when I film the special, I want to have merged those two things into one special.
What goes into a special?
It depends. I mean, every comic's different. Some comics really don't put a lot into it, and again, that's not a bad thing. Some comics.
Are you just gonna have like cameraman's following you?
A production company. Well, we could do that.
I'd be very like keeping up.
I also do. Yeah, that's a really.
It'd be or like you know how like I don't know.
Actually, Iris, that's
those
a really,
tours. Those like. What is it? That guy who's a comedian. He did it for the Cubs once. He would go down. at the restaurants, and he
I
would
know
like
who
have a
you're-
camera
yes,
following
yes.
him, and he would just like make fun of people. He was hilarious.
You know, you're actually kind of blowing my mind. That would look really good if we.
It'd be kind of funny if it. Oh, no, what? No, it's not a comedian. He's the guy who like goes around and tries food.
Oh yeah, but I get what you mean. That style.
And he was here for I
Yeah.
think when they won the baseball.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That would be really good weaved into it. That's a really good idea.
I think it'd be hilarious.
I think a lot goes into a special. I think if you were to ask me the most important, the things you 100% need that you can't do a special without is the material. So I think the you have to at least go into it knowing you have 45 minutes to an hour, and then the crowd work is second. Like if you want to be natural and crowd working with the crowd, I think the way to do it is to film 3 times if you have the budget.
Okay, well, you said crowd, and that actually brings me into another question. So, have you had really great crowds or really shitty crowds?
Both. I mean,
has anybody like talked back?
The talking back is, I think, my worst nightmare.
That's
I don't mind it. I think. Well, I was actually just talking to someone about this, so I'll go on a tangent on this. I think it's what you said is really interesting because there's a lot of things that can happen when a crowd is vocal.
But aren't there plants too?
Some
like they call them plants, where they're like, oh,
I know a guy. Who does
and if you guys don't know what a plant is,
a plant is someone. When crowd work started going big, started going very viral,
yes.
started making people millions, and became an avenue to become successful. There were comedians who would pay actors to sit in the audience and pretend like they were heckling and say something scripted.
Yes,
and
very big in the theater.
But I can assure you, to anybody watching who is a stand-up fan, at least 1 or 2 of the people that you like are doing it. And as sad as
but it's a marketing move. It's smart, but at the same time, you want to be more authentic.
It's soulless.
Really?
I hate it. I think it's.
You'd rather pick on somebody that has no idea who you are or knows you or whatever, and it's just.
I think it's counting cards, man. I think it's cheating.
Probably.
I think it's a hustle. I think what you're saying is correct, though. I think from a marketing standpoint, it is genius. Like if you're running your stand-up career as a business, then yeah, it is you're right.
I know.
Like, what are we doing here?
I know.
But there's a lot of ways the crowd can talk to you. I think let's start with the one that everyone knows, which is heckling. Heckling is a drunk person or an angry person in the crowd who is going to shout something back at you, right? Mm-hmm. Then on the other end of that spectrum is an audience that's just having so much fun that they're participating.
I will say though, Kathy Griffin, I think is so funny when somebody like insults her because she's like, keep it going. Like, keep it going. Tell me more.
Of course. She also is
or like Bianca Del Rio. Right. She's like that big drag queen. She'll just like.
Drag queen comedy I really enjoy because it has this element of like adversarial nature with the crowd where, you know, the drag queens are kind of their characters to be a little Joan Rivers.
Sassy,
I think there's a lot of.
Oh, Joan Rivers is so funny.
So many drag queen comedians I talk to who mention Joan Rivers as a pretty big. Lisa Lampanelli, Joan Rivers, whole kind of sassy. Your mother, you know, you're kind of playing this because again, I don't know much about drag culture, but I do understand that there's a couple schools of it. And one of it is this kind of old school, your mom's drag, wearing your mom's clothes, kind of doing this like kind of like glam, right? Like it's.
I think so. Yeah, for the younger ones, they won't know this, but remember like MTV Unplugged?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like where it's like these lights and it's cute and it's like a coffee shop and it's a friend's vibe. I'm like, that to me is authentic.
If you're looking for that, then Kibitz Nest is
Kibitz Nest, guys.
Incredible. It's in the back of a bookshop.
See, I love that.
It's amazing. It's a really good show.
I love everything about that.
There's a great show at the Chicago Athletic Association. If you're a member of Soho House, there's a wonderful show at Soho House in their library.
Okay, this is what I always ask everybody. Which I kind of asked it earlier, but we're going to get more in depth with it. What is something you would say if somebody's going through it and they're like, ugh, I'm over this. I want to give up on the career that they chose want to be in. Like, or they're having a tough day or something. Like words of encouragement.
I think first of all, turn your phone off.
Oh my God, I love that.
I think your phone's just going to, whatever thing you're stressed about, there's probably a 75% chance it involves your phone. Like a message or an email or a phone call or finances, your banking app. At a certain point, your phone's going to be a catalyst for this. Or if you're in that 25% that has nothing to do with your phone, you're going to doom scroll on your phone to forget about it. you're going to use your phone as a distraction, and it's going to be very hard for you.
Which is hard because you're going to have to eventually get back to that situation.
I mean, here's the thing. If someone's like going through it, it's very hard for me to tell them anything because you're going to just go through it. Like, there's nothing I can say.
Well, you clearly, like, in the beginning, you were like, I'm over it. What made you bring a comeback?
Tough love from someone who didn't really try to, like, console me or baby me.
Okay.
Seriously. It was just...
You just did it.
Yeah. He was just like, hey, you can either quit or you can do it, and you can, like, take another route.
Like,
and you can...
Yeah. Like we said, you kind of have to fail in order to succeed.
Gonna have to fail. There's nothing I can tell you to make failing hurt less because it needs to hurt.
That's how you are. That's how you build your character.
Yeah. You learn from your mistakes and you learn from your... So, you mean, my advice is just embrace being sad for a little bit and adjust your day to it. Like, it's like having the flu. Like,
yeah, it'll go away.
It'll go away. But right now, do things you love and surround yourself with people you love and just feel sad and just... There's nothing... Don't look for a solution. There's no quick solution to that. It's going to take 2 or 3 days. Everything takes 2 or 3 days. Everything usually clears up in 2 or 3 days. Yeah. I jump in the lake once a day.
Really?
It's a great mental health thing for me. I'm about to go right now. I wore my jumping in clothes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, when are your next shows this coming up month for August?
This Friday I'm at Lincoln Lodge, 8 o'clock on the main stage show. This Sunday I'm at Revel. So excited for this. This Friday's the 1st and the 3rd. But I'll go a little later down.
You go like way down.
For all the Iowa people, I'm at Alternating Currents Festival Friday the 15th and 16th.
Cute.
In Davenport, Iowa. Fantastic festival. I'm headlining Don't Tell Chicago on the 23rd of August. Changing venue. There's no set venue. Go on Don't Tell Chicago's Instagram or website. Get a ticket. 823. Fantastic. For everybody in the burbs. For all the... everyone's supportive of the trans and LGBTQ community in McHenry, Illinois.
That sounds like a hike.
Yeah, it's also where all the Republicans are. So I don't know if you got any listeners out
there.
Wait,
they sent you out to an LGBTQ thing down in the conservative.
My joke is that the show is in Hillbilly Town.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of your listeners are out there.
There's some. You never know.
And for all the hillbillies who are into this show, I'm at the Vixen in McHenry. And then 8/29, I'll be at Blackout Diaries at Lincoln Lodge, which is a fantastic show. I'm going to do a story about how I gave a horse LSD.
Love that.
Yes. And then find me on social media, Sohrabisbrown. I have a podcast called Preposterous. You can find it on my YouTube, which is my full name.
Cute. Well, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. That's very
nice. I am very proud of you. Thank you. You killed this. Thank you. And I've always believed in you, and I will always believe in you. That's very nice
of you. Thank you.
And I'm always cheering and rooting.
Congrats on getting Joe Exotic. That's a big get.
I know. So that was it, guys. Remember, be kind to yourself. And this was another episode of I Have No Idea What I'm Doing. Bye.